What is going on, YouTubers? Today I'm going to be talking about Gears of War 4 on the PC. And oh man, I'm in love with this game. This game just runs so fucking smooth on the PC. And I'm running on a 1440p monitor. Wow. Not only that, man, this game really feels like a new Gears of War. It still feels like it's Gears of War, but this is a really whole new Gears of War. It just feels so good finally that we're not running at 30 frames per second on 720p or whatever the Xbox One resolution is. Now we get to have our full customization on this game. However, whatever graphics card you're running, whatever monitor you're running, or how many frame rate you're getting. It just feels so good finally that's on the PC. This is what I've been waiting for the longest. If you have a decent gaming PC, you might as well just jump into the Gears of War Windows Edition over the Xbox One, because what is the point, honestly, if your decent computer is going to be able to outrun and outperform your Xbox One? But that's if you know your gaming PC is a lot faster than your Xbox One, which it's not that expensive to get a pretty decent computer that's faster than Xbox One, to be honest with you. But if you don't want to, then I do not know why you don't want to switch the PC over the Xbox. Not try to hate on Xbox fans or anything like that, but if you still don't have a PC, just stay with the Xbox One. Nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is, if there's something holding you back and your computer is able to run this game smoother, then by all means just jump into the PC version. But now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I thought that on the Xbox One, between the Windows Gears of War, you're able to join parties and play games together. Okay, well, you can't join parties together, but what I'm saying is you can't play multiplayer games together because the PC version is so advanced that it will outperform Xbox players. So what I'm saying is, if you have friends on Xbox and they don't have a PC, then you can stick with your friends on Xbox. Don't switch. But anyway, if you bought the Xbox version of Gears of War, you could still download it into your Windows Microsoft account towards the PC version, and you can still try out the glorious graphics and the frame rate just to check it out. But what I'm saying is, you could not play with your friends, unfortunately. You could only play with them in horde mode or campaign, but not in multiplayer because it's just too advantage. And I really thought that you're able to do that. I thought Microsoft was being very specific that you could play multiplayer games together on the PC and Xbox, but I should have known better, and many of us should have known better, and there was no way possible it was going to happen. It's just too much of an advantage over the console. Now, when I first heard that Gears of War is offering cross-platform, I thought that the Gears of War 4 is going to be capped in a certain frame rate, so we'll be able to play against Xbox players at the same time in the PC. For example, I thought Gears of War 4 on PC only capped 60 frames per second, but they didn't do that. You're able to get as much frame rate as you want in Gears of War 4. So right off the bat, I knew that it was not going to work out for cross-platform online gameplay, so there was no way it was going to happen. And not only that, a mouse and keyboard is so much better than an Xbox controller when it comes to Gears of War 4. I noticed it so far. I'm planning on making a video of what you should use over a mouse, a keyboard, or a controller. What is better, what has more advantages, but I'll make that video later on. But before that, I just want to continue talking about Gears of War 4 on the PC, and my god, I really like this game so far. But right off the bat, guys, this game is a lot harder, and what I know is it's a lot harder and a lot easier at the same time. I really noticed that. It takes less shots to down somebody, though weapons constantly hit on players, and the hit markers are more straightforward than any Gears of War I've played so far. So I'm kind of mind blown that they took this direction. The Lancer is strong as shit. I'm talking about, like, the Lancer was as strong as a Retro Lancer in Gears of War 3. I am so serious, guys. And the Retro Lancer in this game is fucking crazy. But you know what weapon's even crazier? I think it could be the best weapon in this game. The fucking Hammer Burst. That gun downs people so fast. It's unbelievable. I don't know if the developers are going to tweak it, but they need to. It just downs you so fast. But anyway, in general, almost any gun in this game downs you a lot faster. So, wow, I'm very surprised. Some of you guys might think it's very cheap that they took this direction where any weapon could down you really fast, and this game's a lot harder to charge at people now. You have to make better decisions how to take on your opponents. Not only that, on the PC, the players are more hardcore than I noticed because the hardware that's supporting on the Gears of War, just when you have a higher frame rate, everything becomes easier. The shots become easier. The gameplay becomes easier. Everything's a lot easier when you have a higher frame rate on your PC, and it's just a huge advantage. So, if you console gamers are gonna jump to the PC, get ready. They are a lot harder, and it's way more competitive on the PC than on the Xbox. And if you don't like the mouse and keyboard, just simply use your Xbox controller, plug it to the USB or Bluetooth, and then boom, that's it. Now, this is what makes Gears of War 4 on the PC very unique. Look at this, guys. Customization. Look at this. You're able to customize your graphics, settings, and how you want to play this game. So, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is, this is what takes a cake the most. This is what's gonna, make you perform a lot faster and a lot smoother. So I wish consoles and Xbox offers this, but unfortunately they don't. So look at this. Right here, this is what matters right here, the frame rate. This is the resolution I'm playing on, 1440p by 2560. It just is simply gorgeous how this game runs. And of course right here, if you want to plug Xbox, you just press this right here and then you're able to choose what kind of settings you want to run. The mouse right here, key bindings, you could set up the keyboards and key bindings the way you want to set it up with your mouse and keyboard. So this is really unique right here. And right here you could change the blood and gore language, but who the hell wants to do that? That honestly doesn't make any sense. But if you don't like the blood and gore, go ahead and change it. The audio settings, nothing too special. When you're on your video settings and you put show stats, on the bottom right, it will show you what frame rate you're running. So I have my frame rate pretty high. I lower some settings on the video settings just to get a really high frame rate. It's really important. You guys don't want your frame rate dip below over 100 FPS, even if it means you have to sacrifice some of your visuals and graphics settings. But honestly, I prefer frame rate over graphics settings any day. That's what's gonna make your gameplay a lot smoother, and that's gonna help you aim a lot better and more competitively. It will help you become a very better player in Gears of War 4. Also, guys, if you don't notice, if you guys have been using the mouse and keyboard, it is a lot easier to snipe and get headshots. Not even just snipe, just shooting people down and aiming on them. It's just so much easier with the mouse and keyboard. So it's such a huge advantage over a controller in my opinion. But honestly, if you want to get used to the mouse and keyboard over the controller, just start playing campaign or something. That's where I would start to get used to the mouse and keyboard mechanics, because when you first use it, it's gonna feel pretty weird, but if you're coming from an Xbox controller. But other than that, if you practice, I'm telling you right here, right now, you're gonna pull better shots than a controller. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will link the description of what the hardware I am currently using and what monitor and graphics card I am running on this game. I hope you guys are enjoying Gears of War 4 on the PC as much as I do, because I really enjoy it, and I think it's like the best Gears of War experience I have experienced so far. I hope Microsoft continues making games from the Xbox to the PC, because honestly it's just so much better and it's so much more fair towards the PC community that is wishing to play certain Xbox games on the PC. It's been the longest, in my opinion, that they should have done this a long time ago. I'm getting really tired of the marketing, the way they're doing and abusing it towards the community and the players. But other than that, like I said, guys, I hope you guys are really enjoying Gears of War 4. I really do a lot, and I'm going to continue making videos. So subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Like my video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content. But bye-bye.